You got the big problem then.
Me? We, my friend. We.
Welcome to MojoPlays, and today we're looking at the 10 worst things that GTA characters have done.
You know, Tommy, I did what I could for you. I pulled strings, called in favors. I was your friend, Tommy. I hoped you'd see sense, see what's good for business. I trusted you, Tommy, and you disappointed me.
Don't worry about it.
Why not?
Apparently he and a lot of his associates under some serious observation and in the process of imploding. They'll either be dead or inside within a month or so. Best thing you can do, stay away from them.
Where would we be now if I was calm like you?
Let me guess. In a prison camp in Siberia, or selling hash to tourists in Red Square, or still in the Navy. Which is it today?
For this video, we'll be looking at the most horrendous things that playable characters or NPCs have done throughout the Grand Theft Auto franchise. We won't even bother talking about Trevor. What do you think is the worst thing each character has done? Let us know in the comments below. Before we begin, we publish new content all week long, so be sure to subscribe and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos. Derrick McReary sells out his brother, Grand Theft Auto 4.
Hi.
Derrick has just returned to the family fold after a good few years in the old country, involved in the struggle. Sort of like you, I'd imagine.
Serving as the oldest brother of the McReary crime family, Derrick is a bit of a mess, to say the least. He has a long criminal history, and he later developed addictions both to cocaine and heroin. He is constantly portrayed as the victim, with many old associates betraying him in some capacity. However, the truth comes out when Nico goes to kill Aiden O'Malley.
He's a rat, Derrick McReary. Always has been, always will be.
Aiden reveals that it was Derrick who sold him out to the police, not the other way around. Derrick's brother Francis works as the deputy police commissioner, and Derrick is more than willing to reveal his corruption in exchange for money. There's seemingly no one that Derrick wouldn't sell out for his own selfish gain, even his own brother.
You and me. Same. The same.
Francis McReary has his brother killed. Grand Theft Auto 4.
You got the big problem then.
Me? We, my friend. We.
Selling out your own brother to the press is one thing. Wanting to kill him is something else entirely. Suffice to say, the McReary family isn't very stable. Francis uses Nico to cover up his corruption, blackmailing him into killing a blackmailer, a lawyer, and a drug dealer, all of whom held evidence of Francis's corruption.
Kill your brother.
He's already dead. Just put him out of his misery.
And when he learned that Derrick planned on exposing him to the press, Francis scheduled a meeting with his brother and ordered Nico to murder him. Now that's cold. Should Nico follow Francis's orders and kill Derrick, Francis repays him by getting rid of any police attention that Nico acquires throughout his adventures.
You don't think I know that? Christ, it happened right in front of me. I could feel you looking at me through that scope.
Well, it's done. You and me are over.
CJ goes on a filthy rampage. Grand Theft Auto San Andreas.
I got this. I need to go teach him a little respect, huh?
That's right.
Yeah. I've been thinking about getting me some new land anyway.
Every GTA protagonist is psychotic. There's no question about that. But CJ always seemed like one of the more peaceful and reluctant protagonists. A man stuck with a tragic lot in life. But our opinion of CJ changed during the mission Deconstruction. Shortly after acquiring the Doherty garage in San Fierro, CJ's sister Kendall was disrespected and harassed by some nearby construction workers. To teach them a lesson, CJ destroys the construction site with a bulldozer, prompting the foreman to hide in a porta potty. CJ then pushes the porta potty into a ditch and covers it with cement, effectively burying the foreman alive with a stinky toilet. Hopefully, death found that poor man quickly. Vance Betrays Tommy. Grand Theft Auto Vice City.
You know, Tommy, I did what I could for you. I pulled strings, called in favors. I was your friend, Tommy. I hoped you'd see sense, see what's good for business. I trusted you, Tommy, and you disappointed me.
Loyalty is a big problem throughout Vice City. Fearing Tommy's power and rising influence within the mob, Sonny unsuccessfully orchestrated a hit on Tommy. Unaware that his own boss betrayed him, Tommy proceeded to spend 15 years in prison for the family, refusing to spill any information about the mob in exchange for a lighter prison sentence.
We just set him loose in Vice City. We give him a little cash to get started, okay? Give it a few months. Then we go down. Pay him a little visit, right? See how he's doing.
Later, Tommy is betrayed by his right-hand man Lance Vance, who sides with Sonny in the climactic confrontation and reveals the location of Tommy's cache. He then runs to the mansion's roof and engages in a gunfight with Tommy. Needless to say, that was a bad idea.
I said I had enough of that at school! Pick the wrong side, Lance.
Tony Cipriani sells some meat. Grand Theft Auto, Liberty City Stories.
Hi, Tony. How you doing? What's up?
You and me are gonna talk, Casa. Just somewhere more private.
Cipriani began as a side character in Grand Theft Auto 3 before earning protagonist status in the game's handheld prequel, Liberty City Stories. And what a horrifying prequel it is, essentially turning a mob boss into a 20th century Sweeney Todd. Tony takes Giovanni Casa to the Liberty City sawmills, kills him, and throws his corpse through the meat grinder.
Yeah, okay, Tony, but I don't feel comfortable. Hey, easy with that, Tony. It's the on switch for the...
He then drives to Giovanni's deli and gives the mystery meat to an employee, who agrees to sell it through the shop. GTA protagonists aren't good people, but hacking a man to pieces, turning his body into ground meat, and tricking unsuspecting citizens into cannibalism is unimaginably horrific.
It's a good thing Casa ain't here. If he finds out about this, he'll go crazy.
Johnny Klebitz raids a prison. Grand Theft Auto 4, The Lost and Damned.
Don't worry about him.
Why not?
Apparently he and a lot of his associates under some serious observation and in the process of imploding. They'll either be dead or inside within a month or so. Best thing you can do? Stay away from him.
Johnny learns from Congressman Thomas Stubbs that Billy Gray will be pinning a drug operation on Johnny and sending him to prison in exchange for witness protection. So what is Johnny to do but break into a federal penitentiary and murder dozens of police officers and prison guards?
Yeah! That what you're after?
Johnny blows up the prison doors with an RPG, and the Lost storm the prison, slaughtering numerous prison guards on their way to Billy. Once Johnny personally takes care of Billy, the Lost make their escape, and kill numerous noose officers on their way out. Are we supposed to feel sympathy for this guy, or what?
Why are you doing this?
I told you. I was good for a favor.
Dimitri Razolov goes after Nico. Grand Theft Auto 4.
Let me guess. In a prison camp in Siberia, or selling hash to tourists in Red Square, or still in the Navy. Which is it today?
The GTA series is filled with disloyal characters, but Dimitri Razolov may be the slimiest and most disloyal of them all. Dimitri has his hand in many Liberty City cookie jars, but he ends up betraying most of his crime and business partners, Nico among them. Dimitri eventually allies himself with Ray Bulgarin against Nico and burns down Roman's apartment and taxi depot.
I've got to go in! I've got to get something!
Leave it, cousin. This place is gone.
Dimitri then spends the rest of the game trying to hunt down Nico. This includes having Roman kidnapped and using him as bait. Dimitri betrays Nico yet again in the deal ending, leaving him in a compound filled with goons. When this fails, Dimitri sends a hitman to Roman's wedding, resulting in Roman's accidental death.
Oh my God!
Tony Cipriani destroys Fort Stunton. Grand Theft Auto, Liberty City Stories.
We've scoured plans of Fort Stunton. Its weakest points are along the old subway that runs underneath the area.
Great, Don. All I gotta do is dodge 100 wacko Italians.
We thought Tommy Vercetti was an unhinged psycho, and then we played as Tony Cipriani. The final mission of Liberty City Stories sees Tony planting explosives underneath Fort Stunton. The area is run by the Forelli family, and Donald Love orders Tony to destroy the neighborhood in an act of revenge.
Hey! You're not supposed to be down here!
Tony plants the explosives and kills innocent construction workers along the way. Fort Stunton is then blown, presumably resulting in the deaths of dozens upon dozens of innocent civilians. To say this guy is cold is a bit of an understatement. Steve Haines has a man tortured. Grand Theft Auto 5.
Steve Haines, amigo, but you probably knew that already.
Sorry, your name tag must have fallen off.
Oh, duh!
One of the main antagonists of GTA 5, Steve Haines, is a deeply corrupt agent with the FIB. He utilizes both Michael and Franklin to sabotage the IAA, so the FIB will receive more funding. More funding for the FIB means a better position and more money for Steve. In the game's most controversial mission, Steve has a home theater technician named Ferdinand kidnapped and brought to a warehouse.
Mr. Phillips, ask him about Tahir Javan.
Why didn't you ask me? I know Tahir.
He then orders Trevor to torture Ferdinand so he will describe a client, an Azerbaijani man and suspected terrorist named Tahir Javan. Trevor waterboards Ferdinand, beats him with a wrench, shocks him with a car battery, and pulls out his teeth with pliers. Steve then orders Trevor to kill Ferdinand once Tahir is assassinated.
Excellent work, the pair of you. Now I got a racquetball game to get to, so Trevor, if you take care of Mr. K, I think we're all set.
Big Smoke betrays Grove Street and CJ. Grand Theft Auto, San Andreas.
You picked the wrong house, fool! Hey, Big Smoke! It's me, Carl! Chill! CJ? Oh my God! What's up?
Poor CJ is surrounded by corrupt crooks and slimy backstabbers. Prior to the game's events, corrupt police officer Frank Tenpenny had both Crash member Ralph Pendlebury and CJ's mother Beverly murdered. He also convinces Grove Street family members Big Smoke and Ryder to defect against the gang and head his crack cocaine operation, flooding the streets of Los Santos with a deadly and addictive drug.
Oh, no. Shit, Smoke, what you into?
That's it. Look at that ride.
Big Smoke then disbands Grove Street, allowing the Ballas and Tenpenny to claim control over the area. He then grows increasingly paranoid and shuts himself in his manufacturing plant, away from all the personal and physical destruction that he has caused throughout the game.
Look at you got the whole world. I ain't got no regrets, man. Smoke, I made it, CJ. I'm a success. I can't be touched.
Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed the video, there's more where that came from.